Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I just found the article here. It was kind of interesting. As you follow my channel, you know I'm into a couple different dividend plays, dividend stocks, free money. This is 3 incredibly cheap dividend stocks worth a closer look. And this just came out 3 hours ago. I have one of these. The other two I do not have. You can listen in the comments which one of these you have, or maybe you have them all or none of them, or maybe you have some other dividend plays we could talk about, some other dividend stocks. But again, this is 3 incredibly cheap dividend stocks worth a closer look. Investors are having a hard time finding high yields in usual places like bonds because internet rates are at an all-historic lows. As a result, some are tuning into dividend stocks for now because the right ones offer up a great hedge against inflation. This is particularly true for dividend stocks with yields of 5% or more, but also payout ratios below 52%. So you got to have a good structure, a good even balance there. You want to pay out as much, but without not getting above 52% for sure. So the stocks that we're going to look at are Dow, Verizon, and Western Union. So I don't have any of Dow, but I'm consider it. I've looked at it in the past, just haven't ever purchased any of this one. So its main operation is Dow Chemical, which produces various chemicals, plastics, synthetic rubber, resins, styrofoam, as well as pesticides and genetically modified seeds. Its stock is down roughly 3% this year, but that decline has made the chemical company stock even more of a bargain, with a P/E ratio of 6.9. Even better, the company has been able to grow revenue and net income this year. In the third quarter, Dow reported $14.8 billion in revenue, up 53% year over year and 7% sequentially. Net income was listed at $1.7 billion, up from a loss of $28 million in the same quarter a year ago, and earnings per share were $2.33 per quarter. So feel free to pause and go over the rest. So if we look at it here on Robinhood, and you can see it's down today, $53.95. Here's a look at what it's done over the last year. So it's kind of like Verizon, kind of all over the place, on up to 60, falls back to 52, on up to 66, on up to 70, and then just kind of came down ever since June, which is probably to be expected in the summer months for this one. There's a little bit more of a picture of what all they do. It's been around forever, since 1897. Not too bad of volume on this one, but there's your fat, juicy dividend yield. $39.24 billion market cap. That probably goes up and above and below $40 billion all the time. 52-week low of 51.33 and a high of 71.38. So about a $20 appreciation in there, and not the greatest of ratings on this one. Next earnings is coming up on January 27th. So you can put that on your calendar if you're in Dow. And if we go over here to tip ranks, currently at 53.16, it's showing a hold with a 26% upside to 67.36, a high of 85 and a low of 55. Next in line, number 2 is Verizon's big dividend is calling investors. Telecom conglomerate Verizon has seen its stock fall nearly 14% this year as invests heavily in expanding its 5G network and deals with increased competitors, but the drop provides an opportunity to buy this dividend stock at a reasonable price. Company's P/E ratio is 9.4, well above the telecom wireless industry average of 24.68. Verizon has raised its dividend 15 consecutive years, including a bump of 2% this year to 64 cents per quarterly per share, giving it a yield of 5.02. I have some Verizon here in Robinhood, and also some in a retirement account. I like Verizon. I even did a option on them as they've been coming down along with AT&T. I actually sold some here by accident trying to get out of an option, and I was kind of pissed when I did it because I was actually above my cost basis. I think it was 53, but I got my cost basis lowered. But you can see what this one's done here over the last year. It was a $60 stock and just been kind of coming down here. It's even gotten below the $50 range a couple times, and down in the last 3 months. So it's just been red all year long except for the past week, and here today it's kind of in the green. So I got 2 shares. There's a little bit more about Verizon. Been around since 1983, 4.98% yield, so that needs to be updated. And a $210 billion market cap, 52-week low of $49.69, high of $60.78. And here's a hold on this one. And we'll see what TipRanks gives it for some ratings. But like I said, if you have any of these, go ahead and list it in the comments. Verizon currently at $50.82, showing a moderate buy with a 16, almost 17% upside to $59.43. High of 71, low of 55. And next on the line is Western Union. Western Union is a financial services company. Shares are down roughly 17% for the year, providing an opportunity to buy the stock at a relative discount. Western Union's P/E ratio is 9.2. You would think the company was struggling based on its falling share price, but that's not the case. The leader in the global money movement and payment services is just still in recovery mode from the pandemic, which forced many of its retail locations to temporarily close. Signs of recovery, Q3, company reported revenue of $1.3 billion, up 2% over the year. And here it kind of goes over some earnings per share. The company has a huge international reach and is still the biggest name in money transfers. The growth is migrant populations across the globe and continue to drive business for Western Union. Last month, the company announced a partnership with MasterCard, so huge, to expand MasterCard's send integration into Western Union and hopefully spark accelerated revenue growth. So if we take a look here on Robinhood, Western Union ticker is WU. And so this got up to the 26 range and just been kind of coming down ever since then. Could have got in there at 1582. There's a little bit more information about Western Union. It's headquartered in Denver, been around a long time, so since 1851. Not too bad a volume. Average is 8.91, but it's down and a 5.1% yield. $7.3 billion market cap, 52-week low of $15.69, high of $26.61. And 65% hold on this one as well. And if we go over here to TipRanks and see what they tell us in regards to ratings, currently at 1816. This is showing a hold with a 15.64% upside to 21. High of 27 and low of 18. So I might start watching this one a little bit closer, and might be like times like this, time to do an option on it, or even here you could do an option on it going down, but this would have been a good place to have done one here. Actually had a good last week. 3 months is down. Month it's up a little bit. Could have gotten an option there. That would have been pretty decent return for the last week. But this one actually pays out pretty good amount for the price of the stock as well. So 3 Verizon I have, Dow I'm not so much interested in, Western Union I'm getting more interested in after looking at this article. But that's the 3 to invest in. So again, Dow, Verizon, and Western Union. But if you have any of those, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you want to share. If there's any other dividend plays out there that we can share, you can put that in the comments as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.